Hi everyone, thanks again for tuning into Sin's Workshop. So today we're going to be talking about Send Me Their Souls by Sarah Wolf. This is the third novel in the Bring Me Their Heart series, and I just want to personally thank Entangled Teen for reaching out to me and asking me if I wanted to review the book because I loved the first two novels, was trying so hard to get like a digital arc of it, and then they answered my prayers and gave it to me. Um, I loved it. I loved every last minute of it. I even took the little bookmark they gave me and I laminated it. Not that it protected it from my son much, but he likes to take things out of my hands. But it's okay. I love it. This was amazing. This was an amazing novel. Um, this is my only thing. My only thing. This has nothing to do with the book itself. Why'd y'all have to change the covers? Because now I need the first two books. But the first two books, they don't have this style yet unless I want to get ebook versions. So, Entangled Teen, I think y'all should reprint them so that I can buy them all and have them on my shelf. And this is why I want to buy them and have them on my shelf. So that way whenever I look at my bookcase and I see these books, I will remember how good they made me feel. Because they did. They made me feel amazing. And the whole reason is because Zara is amazing. Now, I will say this. When I first picked up the first novel, I wasn't able to take it seriously because I was playing lots of Kingdom Hearts at the time. So every time they called Zara Heartless, I thought Kingdom Hearts because I'm that much of a nerd. But I eventually got over that. It's still like in the back of my head, Kingdom Hearts. Whenever they call her a Heartless in here, because that's what she is. A Heartless is pretty much she's undead. Because her heart's not in her chest. She's a being created by witches. She was human once, and now because of witch magic, she is alive. Kind of, not really. She's like undead without being a zombie. But she does have to eat raw livers and stuff like that. So kind of zombie-ish, but not really zombie-ish. I don't know. I just think that Sarah Wolf has done something really unique with this novel because I can honestly say I have not come across a character like Sarah before. She's amazing, and I love her. She is witty and clever and fierce and doesn't take anyone's shit, and I think she is amazing. She's the person I strive to be. She's so honest. She's honest about who she is, about what she wants. Yeah, she does a lot of underhanded things in the first two novels, but that's because she has to. But overall, she's a really honest and caring person, and that's what I like about her. She may not have her heart in her chest, but she's not heartless. She's all warm and fuzzy and beautiful and amazing, and she's, if I ever have a daughter, I'm probably gonna, take this back in the future if I do have a daughter. But if I ever have a daughter, I want her to be like Zara. I don't want her to take anyone's shit. I want her to be able to kick ass. I want her to be obnoxiously witty and clever and funny and smart. So that's what I want. Can Sarah be my daughter? Can she just be my daughter? I think Sarah Wolf has done an amazing job with this. I feel like I'm Sarah Wolf's Heartless because when witches in this book, they can order and command their Heartless to do certain things. So I felt like I was commanded to read this book because I didn't want to put it down. Thankfully, it was very slow at the movie theaters where I work, and I just read. I brought this with me. I read in the car ride to work. I read, because I don't drive. My husband drives me. I don't drive. I read at work. I didn't neglect my duties. Don't worry about that. I still made sure that safe and clean protocols were being, done properly. I had to usher and clean theaters because we're really short staffed. And I still did that, but I read whenever it was slow, and I blew through this. I read at home. You know, this would. Let's imagine my kid's crawling all over me, and I'm like trying to read around him because I did. Because he likes to take books out of my hands and play with them. In fact, I think he did wrinkle, yeah. This page all the way in the back here, he bent it. But it's okay, there's nothing on that page. It's a very insignificant page. Oh, and this front page up here, he bent it. He likes to take books out of my hands and just kind of go through them. And that makes me happy as a mom, just saying. But I think it's really well done how. And she lives in Portland, Oregon. I want to live in Portland. Sarah Wolf is living my life. I just think it was such a good book. It just made me happy. I mean, can you tell how happy I am just talking about it? I'm happy. I'm happy. This was a really good book. You know, it took me all weekend to read it. I read it. I think I started reading it the day I got it, or I may have started reading it on Friday. I think I started it on Friday, and then I finished it. Yeah. I literally blew through it. I couldn't stop. I really like this book. It's a good book. The whole reason is not just Sarah. You know, it's the pacing of the story. It's the world building. Sarah Wolf does something really good with her story. She's taking her readers on an adventure. You know, the first book, the first two books really just took place in Vetris, you know, in the capital city, where the crown prince is, who she was ordered to kill in the first book. And in the second book, you know, she's still kind of stuck there, because it turns out the princess is a witch and she enchants her for her own underhanded means. So it just takes place there. In here, we're going all over the place. We're going to Windenhigh, the city in the safe haven in the clouds for the witches. We're going to Pala Alma, underneath where the Beneathers live. We're going across the ocean to the Black Archive. It's this really cool library full of knowledge and stuff. I want to go there. I want to go to Windenhigh too. We're going everywhere here. Like all these places that are kind of just mentioned in passing in the first two books, Sarah Wolf takes us there. She takes us there with incredible detail and scenery. I loved it felt like I was there with these characters because the detail is so precise. It doesn't drag on. You know, you have the weight, you have the color, you have this wonderful world that Sarah Wolf really just gives it her all in this novel. She really just builds it up to make it something spectacular. And I love that we are going on an adventure with these characters. And there are lots of somber moments in this book, a lot of tense moments, but there's so much humor in it as well. Between Malachite and Zara, oh my god. Malachite's hilarious. Like I said, Zara's already witty. So they joke a lot. It's great to see them joke so much. Love them. And that's what I thought was really cool about the story. You know, it makes you laugh. Like I said, it makes you feel good. I love how I love how Zara has grown and how her relationship with the Valkyrics has gone as well, especially Elvorsian, who I don't want to talk about it. It made me sad. But I hope he's okay. He's probably okay. Almost certainly he's okay. Yeah. Yeah. He has to be. But anyway, between him and Zara, I mean, there's just so much depth in this story. The character dynamics are on point. They are emotional and they grow. These characters play off of one another. You know, humor aside, they delve into the depths of their emotions and they make for compelling reads. And that's what I think is really good about the story. Because you're able to connect these characters. You are invested by now. You are invested in these characters. And Zara, Lucian, Malachite, Fionn, Varia, Elvorsian, you know, Yorl. you're invested in who these characters are because they are just so well constructed, because they have such vitality and personality that make them shine. I mean, these are spectacular characters. I will say that, and I really did enjoy how Wolf brought them to life. Huh? Starving Wolf? Wolf? I see what she did there. Um, but anyway, I was so impressed. I was so, it just, it makes me happy when I read a really good book, and I really loved it. I really, really did. So thank you so much, Entangled Team, for giving me a copy of this book. Thank you for reaching out to me. I do think that this was a really good book. I honestly do. I highly recommend it. I recommend the whole series, quite frankly. It's a great series. Zara is a really fun character. And you see her go on this really great journey to really discover herself. She discovers choice, freedom, what it means to have a heart without having a heart. It's just a profoundly emotional journey for her. And to see it come to this ending was satisfying. I was so utterly satisfied with this book. I was just, like I said, I'm really happy. Really happy. I need the first 2 books on my shelf. I've already read them, but I need them on my shelf along with this one. Preferably in this color, in this style. I mean, I'll take them either way, but Entangled Teen, please reprint with the style, the first 2, just so that my OCD on my bookshelf doesn't go too crazy. But anyway, you know what? This was Send Me Their Souls by Sarah Wolf. 5 stars. Like, that's any surprise. I mean, I'm fangirling here. This isn't a review. This is a fangirling explosion right now. So, Sarah Wolf, you are an amazing author. I can't wait to read more from you. So, once again, Send Me Their Souls, the 3rd novel in the Bring Me Their Heart series. 5 out of 5 stars. Honestly amazing. I highly recommend the entire series. If you want to go ahead and purchase the book, I recommend purchasing it at bookshop.org. You can purchase all the books on bookshop.org. And I definitely recommend Bookshop because a percent of all proceeds do go to supporting local booksellers. And I think booksellers right now, with this pandemic, I mean, they need all the help they can get. So, Bookshop, thank you for existing. But if money's tight, which again, pandemic, I completely understand. Money's tight for me too. So whenever I get free books, you can count me as grateful. I completely understand. Please check out the book from your local library. Libraries are a great resource for the community and definitely deserve all the support we can get them. And I hope you will continue to support me by liking this video, subscribing to my channel, and sharing it with all your book-loving friends. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. And as always, happy reading!